A very warm welcome to one of our webinars. We are excited to cover the sixth lecture of the lecture series on the topic PowessIQ and database. Our today's speaker is Ms. Sonia Miller. She will talk about the concept of PowessIQ and how to build skills to get the database. With this great let's start the event. Ramanujan College empowers the students and teachers with the resources of knowledge creation and make them self-reliant. It is not only facilitates an elementary process learning, where learning is contextualized in its changes, but also caters to the needs and challenges of the real world. Hence, to implement this thought, the Department of Commerce of Ramanujan College has taken this initiative to conduct lecture series on different topics by the experts. Not taking much of your time, we would like to call Mr. Shiva Chandran on the stage to please welcome the guests.
Good afternoon to all, one and all here. I feel honored to welcome our guests today and all the faculty members, random students and participants in the sixth session of the lecture series on PowessIQ CMIE database. The source person of the session today is Mrs. Sonia Miller from our Department of Commerce. And the objective of the session today is to provide you with the understanding of content published on PowessIQ and how to build queries to get the required data. I believe that you all will be enriched today after this session. Thank you for
Thank you so much, sir. Moving ahead, we would like you to introduce today's speaker, Ms. Sonia Miller. University of Delhi. She has done a post-graduation from the Department of Commerce, Delhi School of Finance. She has completed her experience on the topic creative accounting and profit development in 2019 from Delhi School of Finance. She is currently pursuing PhD in the area of accounting and finance, having a rich experience of more than 6 years of teaching graduate courses in accounting. She specializes in business analysis, financial accounting, management accounting, and finance, mathematics, and statistics, and has research interest in accounting and finance. He is also the editor of RNJBR. She has presented and published various research papers in this. Now I would like to hand over the mic and stage to Ms. Sonia Miller. Thank you, dear. Good afternoon, one of present. I welcome you all to the sixth lecture on the topic PowessIQ, a CMI database. I believe some of you are familiar with the term PowessIQ, and some of maybe majority of maybe are familiar with the term PowessIQ. The question is why we are here. What is database? Why we are focusing on data and AI, machine learning, Python, and R, and so on and so on and so on. So we are in the era of artificial intelligence, organized, systematic. Database, what is database? Database is the collection of data in a very systematic way stored in a computer which is from DB system and structured query language, SQL language. These we have most of us, for example, in the math, we always focus on documentation data. So data is very important. Even the WhatsApp, Gmail, Facebook are charging high to provide the data. So data, data is very important. The question is, people can use it. So CMI is one of the company which is providing you very rich data on the financial companies on the financial information of the companies. So today we are just focusing on PowessIQ, which is the product of CMI. We have different kinds of database. For example, Bloomberg is providing real-time market data, investing markets, and trading. Scopus, most of the teachers are familiar with the terms Scopus, Web of Science, and so on. These are the repositories of articles in a very reputed journals. And IndiaStat is a very famous database for the socio-economic statistical information. The first database which is providing information to the primary data, primary issue, IPOs. And similarly, we have major database. For example, we can get data from RBI, OECD, World Bank, Money Control. Capital Line is also one of the competitor of CMI. So we can also get the data from Capital Line, but today we are focusing only on the CMIE database. CMI database started in 1976 by Narostam Shah, and it is the largest database on the financial performance of the individual companies. It conducts largest survey to estimate household income, pattern of spending, and savings. This time we can have the data of consumer sentiments. We have the secondary data of these kinds of. CMI is providing you household pyramids for providing the information regarding household stuff. It's the largest integrated database of the Indian economy. Approximately 52,000 companies are included in PowessIQ database. We can extract data of listed company from their particular websites, from the BSE, NSE, but what about the unlisted companies, unorganized sector? Are you able to extract data of unlisted companies? If the companies are not listed, it's very difficult to get the data. But CMI is providing that information to you in a very standard format. That's why we call standardized audited financial statements. It's the largest queryable database of companies. Just have to click on the query, what kind of data you want, and they will provide the data. The largest database. CMI is not about PowessIQ. There are different kinds of product of CMI, PowessIQ, financial information, PACE, credit evaluation, CAPEX, market, future, capabilities of the future market, market-driven forces in the future, options, first source, first time where you can explore the market, which is your target market. So first time information can also be extracted from the CMI database. If you look about the economic database, we have economic outlook, industry outlook of around 209 industries are included in the industry outlook database. States of India, if you want data state-wise, regional-wise, district-wise, that's also provided by the CMI. Trade, import-export data, commodity, derivatives, future, option, metals, minerals, any kind of commodity you can get from this base. And the recent, from 2016 onwards, we have the consumer pyramids provided by CMI. So, just a second. Starting with the live session of PowessIQ instead of focusing on the PPTs. So this is the website of CMI, cmie.com, where you can check out the products, the solutions to different problems. What is the full form of CMIE? Center for Monitoring Indian Economy. This is the main company which is providing different kinds of solution to different problems, and these are its products. If you click any of the information, for example, if you click on the PACE, that's providing the complete data, what PACE is doing.
So PACE is Prowess application for credit evaluation. You can scroll many of the solutions. This is not a main task of today lecture. We're focusing on PowessIQ, but this way you can explore the different kinds of data available with the CMI. So it's not about the financial information. You can go with the HR and the OB areas also. This is the website to access the PowessIQ, and the website is PowessIQ cmi.com, PowessIQ cmi.com, in which this is the first platform where you have to log in. First of all, this is not free of cost. You have to register, but little bit costly for the students level if we talk about, but you can access through the libraries, the institutions which are providing you, for example, you can enroll with the help of DULS or even our library. The DU will provide the access and the subscription, and then you can extract whatever information you want. So first of all, this is the download. First of all, you have to download it after registering or having the username and the password, to download it, and then you can run with the help of, this is the symbol which you will, the desktop version of the PowessIQ. After downloading, there's a simple steps. We have to click on the next, and you have to put the username and the college name. For example, username is Sonia Mutel and the college is Ramanujan College. That's a simple 4 to 5 steps to download a desktop version of PowessIQ. So even before going to PowessIQ, in this, if you log in with this, you have knowledge base. For example, you're the beginner, don't have any exact or basic knowledge of the PowessIQ. You can click on the knowledge base, and we have list, even the tutorials for the basic extension of the data. We have news and extracts, the latest reports, latest news of any kind of information regarding to the financial performance of the company, basically the financial performance of the company. And if you have any problem regarding any of the information, you can click on the PowessIQ data dictionary, in which you can check out the formula, the methodology, how they extract the data, what is the authenticity of the data, reliability of the data, and how they calculate particular parameter. For example, if we calculate profit after tax, liability, or asset, what it mean by asset, how they are calculating it. So everything is mentioned in PowessIQ database. It's a backup for you to refer any of the things. Even the Indian AS data is available with us. This time we know that there's a normal and then Indian AS. You can compare both the things. Those Indian AS data is available with the PowessIQ. So this is a platform where you can directly check out. Let's move for the navigation panel or the application part of the PowessIQ. It means database is very important. So you have the opportunity to start your entrepreneur, to start up with your any of the problem which you feel like regarding data. So you can start as an entrepreneur, as a startup with these kinds of database. But before you have to start or doing in this field for a long term, you have to familiar with the basic conditions, what kind of data, how you provide, how they can sort, because comfort, system, organized, backup, retrieval is important for the data. Without backup, without a standard format, no one claim, no one go for your subscription. So that's why you have to familiar with one of the, today we are familiar with the, we will familiar with the PowessIQ database. So starting with this. This is the interface of PowessIQ. Seems good. I assume it seems good. Query builder. If you look at the, then it's visible. Yeah, it's visible. Query builder. There are some tabs on the top. First is query builder. Second is output view. Third is report viewer and the chart, worksheet, command history, and planner. We have 5 things. The most important is query builder and the report. The most important tools are query builder and the report. Report will provide around 800 tables. 800 tables. You have to search as per your requirement, and they'll provide the complete data. For example, starting with the query builder, you can We need data of the companies. First of all, we need the companies. Of these companies, we can look, for example, we have 5, 10, 15,000, 3,000, approximately 50,000, 52,000 companies are listed with CMI database. So first of all, you need the name of the companies. There are 3 ways to insert, to import, to select the company's name. First is by name. For example, let's suppose select company by name. If you have any data, for example, I want the data of SBI, I want the data of HDFC Bank or ACC Limited, Reliance Insurance, or any company. Just click on start typing. For example, I'm typing ACC. ACC. You'll find the name of the company. We started with the ACC. If you are clear with that particular company, you can choose it, or you can further scroll it. For example, we are trying to extract the data of ACC company. Just click on the ACC company, click on the blue arrow mark, and it's like sorted. The company is selected. So in this way, we can manually select the companies. For example, the next company can be HDFC. It's a bank. Just click on it, and we have all the companies started with the HDFC. Just click on the company if you're familiar. That, for example, we want HDFC Bank. No, it's HDFC Bank Limited. Click on it, select. Let's suppose one more company, RIL, Reliance Insurance. Reliance Industry, sorry, Reliance Industry Ltd, or any company you want to select, you can search it. Let's suppose we select these 3 companies. Now, the second thing is, first of all, select the name of the companies. We are doing this manually. We are just searching it. Then we select domain. Domain means all companies or companies in current OC, because you are starting with the first time. So you have to, in the first domain, all companies means which are mentioned in the selected area. So we need the data of all these 3 companies. Then at the last, we have execute. First of all, select company by name. Second is select domain. And the third is execute. Because this is the first time, so we have to click add to send to new OSC. OSC means output sheet. If we click on send to new OSC, so the query will be selected successfully. This will show a symbol, and within seconds, or if the connectivity is very good, the network is very good, and the server is very good, then you will have the new outputs. It's in the queue because there may be a network issue in the Galib. So we have to wait for 1, 2, 3, even seconds. The next thing we can do till then, and we have, for example, if I have the list of 100 companies. I want the data of only these 100 companies. Then you can directly import your list from the select company name from file. Select company name from file. If we have already the names and we want the data of only these companies, in that case, you have to click on select company name from file. Whenever your data is ready in the OSC, you will see the blank in the new output sheet. Just click on it. Continue. And you have the output sheet. Because we select only 3 companies, that's why we are able to see only the 3 companies. Now, the next part, before going to the import of the companies, the second thing is, if we want the company's background information, for example, the year of corporation or the RNC indicators of these 3 companies only. We are targeting on these 3 companies only. So, for example, if we are interested in RNG indicators, for example, the company is listed or not, and the company is in the NSE BSE, what is the Prowess company code, or what is the main product of the company. So you have to click on any of the indicators regarding the company's profile. For example, I'm clicking on Prowess company code, which is designed by the Prowess company, main product of or main service, whether that's listed or not, or it is delisted, you can also find the company, its incorporation year, date of delisting. If anything, whatever you want, you can just click on the parameters. And then the second is select domain may always select companies in current OAC. Current OAC means which we have already selected, companies in current OAC, and then add data to OSC. If you add data to OAC, the year of incorporation, the best of the indicators, for example, main products and other things will be added to your sheet. The other information, the company's profile, other information will be added to your sheet. In this way, we can get the information of any companies of their basic indicators. This is taking a few minutes. In the report, till then we can check out the report viewer. So yeah, new output is ready. To click on the new continue, you'll find that this is Prowess code of the company. This is the incorporation year. This is the symbol, and these companies are not delisted, and so on. You have to add any of the parameter depend upon your choice. Before going to further for this case, this is the main. Whenever we just want to have an idea of the company's profile or company's information, then you can go for the report viewer and chart plotter. There are 800 plus tabular presentation of the financial information of the companies. There is no need to check the indicators. You can directly click on this. For example, I want the information on ACC. If I click on ACC and then go on the R&D indicators, you can directly have the, for example, company background. So this will give me the complete background of the ACC company. What is ACC, the main product of the company, the revenue generated, and everything. You have complete profile, brief profile of the company. In case you are interested in other information, for example, you are interested in financial statements, and that is interim or financial statement annual, you can go for that also. The first is summary report. In the summary report, you can check the executive summary. This is the main report which is provided by the companies. This executive summary, for example, I am interested in checking the last 10 years or last 15 years, last 20 years data of a single company. You just have to click. And you can compare this data with the different companies. It's authenticated, it's reliable because the data are extracted from the annual reports, standardized annual reports. So in this way, we are able to find all the financial data of the ACC company, or even you can cross check. And there are 3 tabs here. I'm just focusing on the executive summary because there are many things which you can cover in this. For example, standalone, we have values. If you are interested, the values in the form of, instead of million, you can change it crore. You can change in any currency, and you can also change the observation. This is 10 years data. You can change your year of observation from 10 to 15 years to any years. So this is about the basic financial statement information of the ACC company, from total income to change in stock, total expense of last 10 years. But if you are not interested in values, we are interested in growth. Is ACC is increased over the period from the last 10 years or not? So if you click on GY, growth, this will give you the percentage, because we are not interested in figures, 10,000, 20,000, we're interested in change, 10% change, 5% or 15% change. This will provide in the form of, I assume it's visible in the back. It's visible in the back? No? Then you have to sit in the front. So these are the data in the form of percentage, but just you have to click. Just have to click, and then the data is into percentage. But if you are interested, even in the consolidated data, we know that there are holding companies, subsidiary companies, and many other associates company. If you are interested only in the company or in the consolidated data, we have the data of consolidated companies also. If you want the peer comparison, Now, whenever we are comparing some of the companies, for example, we are comparing ACC company with some others, but maybe the sector should be same. You can compare the same industry, same company from the same industry. So if you want to compare ACC with the other, so we have already the peer comparison where you can compare the ACC with the other peer companies that's already involved in cement. So you have the complete data ki how ACC is performing as compared to its peer companies. There's a peer comparison of the last 10 years, just on a click. Similarly, if you are interested for the industry benchmark, we have some industry benchmarks. You can also check out how industry benchmarks are calculated, how they are designing with the help of PowessIQ dictionary. So if we have industry benchmark, so when we have industry benchmark, with the help of industry benchmark, you'd compare how the ACC company is performing as compared to that standard. So this is also done with the help of industry benchmark. You can directly check out how ACC company is performing. This is not about ACC. You can click any of the company and you have the information. HDFC, Reliance of the last 10 years, 15 years on any of the parameter. Whether it's financial statement, whether it's income expenditure, cash flow, balance sheet, and other things. Forget about only the financial statements. We can also focus on the ownership data. For example, if you're interested, is the pay scale of executive members? Is there a relationship between executive compensation and the financial performance? Is there a relationship between dividend and the financial performance? If the size of the board is too large, it leads to profitability. So we have different questions in the minds, and we can get the information with the help of Prowess, how the board composition is different companies, how many members, the meeting of the purpose. For example, I'm looking for that. In that case, if you're interested in the HR data, that is ownership, click on the ownership and the governance report, and you have different kinds of reports: auditors, bankers, subsidiary, insider trading transactions within the company, even the related party transaction company with their subsidiary companies or with their associate companies. Let's check out the governance report. For example, the board of directors and the remuneration. The number of board of directors and the designation, whether it's a managing director or the chief executive director, and then remuneration. And remuneration means sitting fees, board commission, many other parameters. You can also focus on board committees. The HDFC board committees, the number of board members, we have the complete list. Is it visible? Yeah, so we have the name of the board of directors, their designation, whether the director is independent, non-independent, executive director, non-executive. I hope you are familiar with the company's law, executive, independent, non-independent directors. So number of meetings attended. And you can also check out the purpose of the meetings. For example, yes, we are calling meetings, but what the purpose of meetings? So you have the information, whether the meeting is for quarterly results to prepare or for any other purpose or any other purpose. So we have the meeting agendas also. So you have clear-cut information. Is the meeting is just to fulfill the quorum or there's something else? You can do the research in that area. We have complete information of in that sense also. So we have 800 plus tabulation, and just have to click on the company. You can scroll out. For example, Reliance is now, this is for Reliance. ACC, now this is for ACC. You can scroll in the, sorry, you can check out any of the company from XYZ. It's like 52,000 companies database. The listed or unlisted, yes, you can get the board of directors report from the NSE, from the BSC or the particular company, but you will not find the industry benchmark. You will not find the peer comparison. You will not find in a very quick way the last 10 years or 15 years data. That's the main features of the PowessIQ. Plus, head back to the query builder. This is standard reports, but if we want to customize our report according to our parameters, according to the our objective, then we can have the query builder. Then in that case, we have to use the query builder. For example, in the query builder, we're starting with the company sets. And the company sets, they are predefined sets. We are interested in Sensex, BSE 30 companies, CNX, Nifty 50, Nifty 100 companies or 200. So we have complete sets. Even we have the non-financial companies, for example, manufacturing. In manufacturing, what? Food. In food, what? Food products. Then again, dairy, tea, coffee. This complete information is there for from 1989 to till date. Even the 23rd September information will get of stock price. From 1989 to till date, this is rich data. And the authenticity is, you can check the authenticity from the annual reports. I will show in later, next slide. So you just have to decide your area. It's non-financial or financial or any other things, or just the industry benchmark from the NSE, BSE, Nifty 50, Nifty, next 50, Nifty 50, USD index, any of the parameters, any of the NSE, BSE, even the calculator stock index, merged information, merged companies or the large companies, mid cap, small cap, any of the information you can find out. And even the banking sector, for example, in the click on the financial services, banking information, you have all the information, the banking services, how many companies are there in the banking. For example, we're clicking on banking services, just click on it, all companies. Even you can click on show companies. This will provide the list of the companies. There are 255 companies are there in the banking sector. Just a click and the number. The magic of PowessIQ. So if you are interested in the data of these 25, 225, 55 companies, you can just send the sheet into new OSC. Click on new OSC because this is the first time we are accessing the data. Later on, you have to add. Click on it and this will provide you the data. Similarly, you can find BS, for example, BSE 30 companies. We want BSE 30 companies for any project or any research paper or any other thing. For example, like S&P $30 companies. First, you have to remove your banking because that's already selected. You can minimize your tabs. Now this is only S&P, BSE dollar, all companies. This is the list of BSE 30 companies. Sorry, I think it's already selected. No. We'll provide the list. Click on new output. This will provide the list of 255 companies, which are of the banking sector. Go back to query builder. If we are interested only in the BSE 30 companies, yes, this is a list of BSE 30 companies. All companies sent to new OSC sheet. So in this way, we have different categories: manufacturing and financial, non-financial, listed and index companies, and many other parameters. But depend upon your requirement, you have to search in the query builder. So if we click on the new output, continue, and we have the list of BSE 30 companies. Now you can fill the financial information of these 30 companies from the financial information, from the board of directors report, from any other parameter, even the mergers information you can find, auditors report, name of the director, their designation, meetings, their salary, many things. Just have you to fill any information. But before, for example, this R symbol, this blue symbol represent, this is your current sheet. For example, I want the data of only the financial companies. Even you can rename this, click on, and you can click rename. This is BSE 30. Even you can rename your file BSE 30, now it's BSE 30. And if I want the data of only for banking companies, then you have to set as a set current sheet. In which file you want to add data, set as current sheet. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. No. This is our own. And this is you can download in the form of Excel as a user set or in any other format. For example, I want to save this and this is on the PowessIQ. Now you can save as Excel. This will be saved. Click on desktop or any way you want to save. You can save it. You are just extracting the data from the full database of PowessIQ, depend upon your requirements, depend upon your parameters. This is just the extracted data. Then later on, you can save it for your purposes, for research, for statistical tool and analysis. Just PowessIQ is just providing you complete database, and you are extracting from according to your requirements. So how to extract the data? This is about PowessIQ, how we can extract from a PowessIQ. The next thing is, if we want to add any identical address, company address, we can do it. If we want to add any financial statements is to, even the credit rating of the companies can be added. We have the credit rating of every company, depend upon your medium, from which company wanted, from ISRA, CARE, CRISIL, or any other thing. Let's focus on the financial statements only. So this is the platform where we are trying to fill the information, financial information of the BSE 30 companies. Let's suppose we want profit for any of these: sales, expense, total assets, total liabilities. Let's see. For example, we want the total income or sales, or total assets, even measure of profit. You can find the profit after tax. If you are not able to finding that particular indicator, just search in the search PBAT or tax or anything else. You have to search it, cash profit from PL or any information you want. You have many things. For example, CSR disclosure, how companies are spending on CSR, and what is the unspent amount also. We have the information of CSR spending, this amount spent and the amount unspent on a year end. We can get the information of that also. So depend upon your requirement, depend upon your objective, we can choose the indicators. We have 200 indicators. Or any standard format if you want, from debt equity ratio or any profitability ratio, return on asset, capital employed, anything which you want. So for example, we are interested in these information only. For example, total expense we can include. And total expense, we have categories: raw material, packaging, purchase, administrative, selling, and anything. Just scroll it, how rich it is. So this is all about how you extract the financial information. First of all, you choose the indicators. Check out your output view, which is your current sheet. The current sheet is banking, and I want the BSE 30 companies data set as current sheet. Yeah, now BSE 30 is set as current sheet. Goes query builder. We have these indicators. Now the question is query on date. Everyone is not interested in latest data. We want history to past, because history repeats itself. So we need the history data so that we can compare and we can have some forecasting or can make some policies and practice and so on. So in this way, there's a query on date and output date. If you click on query on date, this will provide how you put the date. The different formats you can check out. For example, I want the data of these BSE 30 companies of the last from 2012 onwards, or from 2018 onwards, anything you can fill. The format is 2010-03, March 2010 to 22 March. This is query on date, how you choose the period of the BSE 30 companies or any companies. What is AP? In output details, we have different format. Just click on it and we have output dates as how you can choose out. L5 means, L means latest period. L5 means latest 5-year accounting data. So any information. AP means as per your query on date. You mention query on date, the same information, the output. AP means query as per the date mentioned in the query builder. So we always have the default AP is fine. You can also change it depend upon your condition. Then the second is always select domain as companies in current OSC, because we want this indicator, this information of the only BSE 30 companies or the banking sector. So we must be first of the list, then we are adding other information. So you have to select companies in current OSC sheet. Then there we have different output destination. OSC means when we have company time, there's also a representative form of worksheets, and we have text formats also. There are 3 formats: OSC, worksheet, and text. Text format is useful in the case you are interested in panel data. Now, what is panel data? Haven't touched after this lecture. Okay, what is worksheet? So worksheet is like Excel sheet. Some of the data is on the worksheet only, and some of the data can get with the help of OSC sheet. Because you have to check if everything is there, then if everything is here, you can select the data in the form of OSC sheet or in the worksheet. Click on OSC sheet, output sheet, and add data, not retain. It's like add data. We are adding data to BSE 30 companies. Add data to OSC sheet. If you click on it, you will find the data, sales, total assets, PBT of from 2010 to 2022 of BSE 30 companies. It takes a little bit time. Till then, no, it's fine. Just click on new output, continue. Check out the data. Why we are searching NSE and BSE? When we have such customized, standard, reliable, authentic information is available. So from 2010 onwards, we have the data. The main thing is still there is a limitation. You can download up till 60,000 rows and 400 columns. If you are interested more than 60,000 rows, then you have to again search for 50%, 50%. But at a time, you can search for 60,000 rows. It's a big data, 60,000 rows for anything. And you can also check out your command history and planner, how many queries we run. If you repeat any of those, so we have the command history and planner. We want to see the previous query. So in this way, we have the output. Now you can save this data in Excel, in text, or any of the format. You can also do one thing. If you click and you want chart, insert chart, the chart with view. There's a graphical representation of the financial information. Because we are not familiar with the values, we are interested in graphs. It's a graph. So you have a graphical presentation, you have numerical presentation, you have the customized data, standard data, authentic data from the annual reports. The wish is yours. What do you want? Tell them to CMI. And you have specific query, are not able to get anything. We have also the query, we have also the Seek clarification, the PowessIQ, where you can put your query and they will respond a single day, even within single hour. They're just so active. You will answer, you will get your answer of any of the query, just post on their website in Seek clarification. Here you can post your individual query for any of the information if you're not able to get any report or any other parameter, not familiar with the terms and the conditions. So anything you can find out on the Seek clarification. The last part, we can do one more exercise also in this. I hope you can find, you're familiar with how we can extract the financial data of any set of companies. Is it fine? Next, go back to query builder. Now we are not interested in financial information. We are interested in HR information. Board, stock price, even the stock price. So you can have the stock price, bearish, bull, stock price, market capitalization, closing price, opening price of NSE or BSE or both. So we have this platform also. You can search on L means you can find the daily report, quarterly, annually, monthly, any of the data. Daily, monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, and annually. You have the data. So you can click any of the observation and click on the worksheet or OSC depending upon the condition. In ownership data, you can get the data of, for example, we are interested in ownership, whether family-owned business are performing good or not. If the shareholdings are with the promoter or the non-promoter, promoter means state, central, Indian, foreign, institutional, non-institutions, we have different categories of ownership. So you have to click on equity ownership and we have the data of ownership. For example, we are interested in non-promoters. So just have to click on the percentage held by the non-promoters, the percentage held by the promoters or Indian promoters, and even Indian promoters, we have the different categories of Indian, central, state, government, many of the things are covered in it. So you have the ownership pattern also, you can get the information, click on the dates. As per the query, you can find the format of the query. This is same as it is mentioned before. So you can type, for example, 2018-03 to 2021-03. APs as it is, companies in current OSC sheet, and worksheet. If you click on worksheet, that's give you better information in the case of ownership and in the case of governance data. Worksheet is always providing more information as compared to OSC sheet, because in a single company, there can be number of directors. So that's very difficult in the form of OSC sheet. In that case, you have to choose the worksheet only. In the governance data, you have to choose the select output destination as worksheet and click on send to new worksheet. This will provide the data of regarding the ownership or the governance data. I hope it's clear, the basic PowessIQ interface. This is in queue because it's taking time, the server and the net. Till then, we can have a look on the merger and acquisition. The companies who are merged and acquired, we have the information of that also. How many companies are merged? It's acquirer or it's a target or it's either or in the form of any area, it's sale of asset or acquisition of shares. So we have also the information of merger and acquisition, stock price, financial information, governance data, ownership data. So all these are covered in financial performance of the company. You can also check out the authenticity of the data. For example, if you are in the report viewer and you are interested in for example, Kotak Mahindra is there, and we are interested in the income and expenditure data, and you want to check 323783, how this figure come. So just you have to select or you check the report data description. This will give you how this figure has come. You can check the authenticity of that particular figure from their report. Let me select one figure only. This is the data which is we are extending from the ownership pattern. You can click on it. Anyone is interested in panel data extension? If anyone is interested in panel data, then I can show how the panel data can be extracted from the text format using the delimiter factor. If you are interested, we can tell. If you are not interested, we can have an advanced lecture on PowessIQ. This is the data of promoters. You can save this file as a Excel. Information is missing. Something has happened. Maybe it's not saved properly. Because the output sheet is not equity ownership. We can also collect the ownership data in the form of proper percentage. I can show my file where I select the companies of ownership data of 3,000 companies. Anyone has any doubt regarding this? You can copy paste also. You can save as Excel. There are many formats. You can easily copy Control C plus Control V. You can do that. There are other things also. It's a big file. So this is, in this way, we have the companies, data of promoters, Indian promoters, foreign promoters, institutions, and so on. It is in the form of percentage. Means 47.2% is with the promoters and the rest is with the 52 is with the non-promoters. So we have the ownership data. In this way, we can download the ownership data and it seems like this in the form of Excel. So this is all about basics of PowessIQ. If you have any doubt, you can ask. How to extract the financial information data. We can work on other parameters also if you're interested, but this is the basic platform how PowessIQ work. How we can extract the basic financial information of the companies. And there are different parameters. We can scroll, we can find, we can again change the indicators, parameters, year, and so on. Is it fine? If you're in doubt, you can ask. I'm here. We can also use for the teachers, for the faculty members, we can say that it's not about query builder in the financial statements. You can also have advanced query. You can frame your own formula and extract the data in that. The teachers are interested in, for example, you are interested in finding the Tobin's Q, Altman's Z-score, any of the parameters which is based on 7 to 6 parameters. So you can merge, plus, minus, any expression can be used to frame your own advanced query. And then you can, according to that advanced query, you can search the data. So we are also using the advanced query. And in today's era, we are facing the problem of panel data because the software requires data in a certain format. It can be like company 1, 2005, 6, 7, 8. But some of time they're interested company A, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the report or the data of variable 1, variable 2. That is panel data. In that case, we can also download the data in a panel form using the help of text format. Just have to click txt and then you have to change your settings from there only. Rows and columns in single row. Text output, rows and columns, and then save. And in that case, you will find your txt format. Txt format will be saved in C drive, and from C drive, you can directly use paste it in Excel. Thank you all from my side. This is about awareness about PowessIQ, and it's, I assume, it will help you in the future if you're interested in research, if you're interested in database management, if you're interested in any other kind of regarding financial performance data, anything you want to do. And you can also approach me anytime for any query regarding PowessIQ. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Now we would like to express our gratitude to all the esteemed delegates of the webinar for their presence and contribution to make this event a great success. I extend my gratitude to Ms. Sonia Mujel to take out time from her busy schedule to grace the event.
Now we would like to call upon Ms. Archana to give a token of appreciation to Ms. Sonia Mudal.
But before we leave, we would like to get a vote of thanks from Mr. H.L. Neheshil.
Thanks, Remcom team, and then media, Anil, Vinod, and those important guys who are sitting there for allowing Galip Auditorium. Getting Galip Auditorium is much more difficult than getting a resource persons nowadays. So we thank you for allowing us at least to have this type of events. And apart from that, I thank all my colleagues who are at least coming today, because there are many people who don't want to come and we got the opportunity. And there are some students who are coming today who got the opportunity to listen to this. And of course, there will be many faculty who will be giving you assignment on this. And then, you'll be the first person to extract the data. So thanks to the resource person. And I think this is one kind of a course which we could do it practically, and we'll arrange it in the meantime, like a short-term course. We'll design it in such a way that it is useful and meaningful for the faculty, for the students, of course, for all of us. I think there'll be some places where we can see the images and video recordings also. So might be we can have another session on that. So thank you all for coming. And it is not only the number of participants that is always important. And for having such a session, we need a very cool mind audience. And I hope we'll continue this type of events later on. And of course, today, I thank especially the Sivranjani, because they are giving us such a platform to where we could start learning, because today we don't have any such of performance. Anyway, we should give thanks to the anchor also, because they did a very good job. And I thank all of you that you guys will be again coming in the next sessions.
We would like to make an announcement that Ramcom is conducting a sundown carnival on the theme Back to School Days on the 27th of September, coming Tuesday. So it would be appreciated if you all will be there with us. Yeah. And with this, we would like to conclude the event. Thank you.